Have you ever blown out the candles on your birthday cake and wonder, is this where I thought I'd be? Never as a child did I think that this is how my life would have panned out. I thought by the age of 30, I'd have it all figured out. I'd have a house, be married, maybe I'd have kids, but this is just not how it's happened for me. Hey guys, it's Vicx and thank you for coming to my therapy session today. If you haven't got a cup of tea, go and grab yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. And if you are new here, please do tap the subscribe button. If you are not new here, then welcome back to my channel, and I make videos all about life and travel. But recently I have turned 30, which got me thinking about having a conversation with a younger me, thinking about where I thought I'd be and where I am. Spoiler alert, it's not exactly how I pictured. Society loves to put pressure on us. Get a degree, land a successful job, buy a house, get married, maybe have kids, all by the time that you're 30. Now, we're taught that our job defines us, that our worth is tied to our professional success. And then there's also the pressure to get married, have kids, and don't get me wrong, those things are amazing, but they're not for everyone, and they certainly shouldn't be on a strict timeline like they are. Then there's the buying of the house, another massive milestone that we're expected to hit, but who decided that our worth should be based on owning property? My life's been anything but conventional. I started my first year of university only to drop out, and then I decided to go travelling around Australia for nearly a year because that's what a lot of other people my age were doing. But although I had a great time, I got really homesick and I craved that successful life, so I came back to the UK to get my degree. Then I started my career, and over 6 years, yes, I was quite successful. I was moving around the UK working for some of the biggest companies in the world as a brand manager. But the processes, the 9 to 10 that I ended up working, I became a workaholic. I was answering emails when I got up in the night to go to the toilet, and I just lost a lot of my friends from moving around so much, and I was so unhappy. So I thought something's got to change. I was actually saving up money to buy a house when the pandemic hit, and obviously the prices skyrocketed during the pandemic, so I found myself feeling a bit defeated until I started fantasizing about travel again. After I did a lot of research and planning, I decided that I was actually going to give full-time travel another go, and I was going to try and make a living off this digital nomad lifestyle space. I'm actually going to make a whole nother video about that in the future, so stay tuned for that. I moved out of my rental place back with my parents at the age of 27, which was, let me just say, a shock to the system. My plan was to not have a plan. I still had anxiety about the way that I felt last time I was in Australia, and I didn't know if this was still going to be the right route for me, and so I kind of felt lost again, lost as ever, I guess. But I still decided to quit my job and give it a go. Now, I've been traveling the world for the past 2 years. I have just arrived here in Cappadocia. We're in Albania. So I have now arrived here in Mostar. Welcome to Gutape. Good morning from Costa Rica. And it's actually taught me loads. It's allowed me to realise that I don't want to spend 35 years of my life working to only enjoy it when I retire. That I want time and location freedom. I want to be my own boss and enjoy every day of life, not just the weekends.
So you go from taking a nap to swimming in the Amazon. Just a casual whatever day it is today. Love it.
I found friends that had much more in common because of the outlook that we shared in life. Jesus! But we made it together. Woo! Woo! Sure, they're not around me 24/7, but they are the kind of friends that show up when it matters. I have opened opportunities for myself that I never really expected. I discovered that I love the underwater, so I moved to Koh Tao for 10 months and worked as a scuba diver. It is like what they say, you never work a day if you love what you do. I felt happy, I felt free, I felt part of a community, and the community is something that I really craved. However, I didn't really start with an endless supply of money, and I haven't yet been able to find a way that I can live that life sustainably. And so that leads me to where I am now. I just turned 30. I'm in my family's home, I'm unemployed, and I have been for 2 years. I've got no kids, I've got no house, and I'm running out of savings. And I feel like I'm kind of getting back to that crossroads again. So where do I go from here? I mean, my goals are clear. I want to live life on my own terms. I want the freedom to chase happiness, whether that's by the beach, with family, or in a whole new country. And don't get me wrong, I am really grateful that I've had these opportunities, but I didn't come from a wealthy family, and so I did work really hard to open up these doors. Yes, it probably sounds like a bit of a dream, but isn't that what life is all about? It's about finding that balance between giving back and also living a life that fulfills you. And that brings us on to the $1 million question. What am I gonna do next? Now, I've got quite a few options that I'm deliberating about. I have the option, do I pursue my passion for scuba diving and work as a diver in a tropical paradise? But I have heard that it can get pretty lonely. Do I go back to Southeast Asia and live really cheaply for a couple of months whilst I focus on getting some sort of online job and also building my online presence and sharing my adventures around the world with you guys? But my money's probably gonna run out pretty quickly. Or maybe it's just a chance for a complete change of scenery. Maybe I should pack my bags and go to a new country like Australia or New Zealand, embrace that expat life and secure a stable job whilst also working on my online stuff on the side in my spare time. But obviously I am running out of money and I don't have an endless supply, so to make this dream a reality, I need to decide what I'm doing next. I don't want to wait another 30 years for this dream to come a reality. The possibilities are endless, and although I am really nervous, I am really excited to see where this next chapter is going to take me. In fact, let's continue this conversation in the comments below, and if you did enjoy this video, please do subscribe and tap the notification bell to follow me on whatever happens next. And until then, please keep chasing your dreams wherever they may lead. You are worth it. See you in the next one. Bye.